Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know. I'm not so good with flipping the camera. And then I think I accidentally turn it off. All right, so let's start. Okay, our topic today is I'm going to talk a little bit about our gut health and also what is Candida because it's not being talked about now. But this morning, it's so funny when I don't know if you believe in this, what you focus on expands. Because this morning, when I did my meditation and look at my, the topics that I'm going to talk about, it showed up in the YouTube video that says probiotics, and then it says about why gut health. I think because I've been thinking about it, and then it showed up in the YouTube video that is really, really funny. So it's talk about the law of attraction. But anyway, so let's start. You guys, I never heard any bad experience from you guys this week, which is really good about our phase 2. And congratulations for that. And GX Assist, so we are on day 15. And that is why I'm going to talk about gut health as well. Okay? So when you say about gut health, it's actually, I don't know why they call it GUT, but it's actually, I was thinking about it should be GIT, right? The gastrointestinal tract, but they call it gut health. And I thought about GUT could be like it could be like a genitourinary tract, but it actually amplifies our gastrointestinal health. And I'm gonna have this is the book I will be referring mostly. This is the Essential Life book. This is the kind of book I usually give for people that are really, really willing to live or committed to live a healthy lifestyle. And this is what I talk to them one-on-one when they would like to do a really up leveling about their health, where I do one-on-one. This is a group session. So on my one-on-one session, this is what I usually walk with them. So I would be referring for this. And if you know what is gut health is, you can type in there. If you are watching live or replay, you can type in and comment on the section below. I'd like to know what you're thinking. And so digestive system as a review is most people think about digestive system as a tube, right? It's a tube that starts from our mouth, and then it would go to our throat, which is the esophagus, and then it would go to our stomach here, and the stomach, and then from stomach it would go to our intestine, and then out of our anus for the waste. So first of all, it would allow us to eat the food from here with chewing. There's a chewing part, and then swallowing, and then the digestive process would start on our stomach, where the enzyme would start to, or the gastric juices would start to kind of like break down the food. And then in our intestines, that's where the absorption and also the breakdown more of the food into making it available to be absorbed. So that's where the enzymes would come in. And then our large intestine, that's when the final process of determining what food to eliminate and what food not to eliminate. So it involves a lot of process. So it's very important to make our digestive system or our gut health to be really healthy, so that our body would be able to absorb the nutrition. So we're gonna have to prepare our body to be, I would say, an absorption machine, because no matter how healthy the food we eat, it will not be useful unless it would reach to our bloodstream. So that's the number one function of our digestive system, or our gut, or our GI, gastrointestinal health. Then it has to be intact, then it has to have the ability to function. Now, what is it that most people really did not know about is that the second function of our digestive tract is that it also is the seat of our immune system, because 70% of our immunoglobulin, which is actually one of the basic components for our immune system, 60 to 70% is actually produced in our GI tract. And what really made me, I don't know if I will say upset, but frustrated, is that we are in the COVID season, and when you watch the news or wherever you watch social media, they would always imply to wear mask. But, taking care of our GI system is never been talked about. Like, rarely, only few people know that that the GI system is so important for our immunoglobulin to be produced. So when our GI tract is not functioning, our immune system also would go down. Third thing is that it's also where our neurons are produced. It's like over 100 million neurons are produced in our GI system. So it's very important to really like take care of it. And one of the things why we have a lot of problem like mood problem, people that has really a lot of immune issues because we're not eating the proper food. And so now we're gonna go to the Candida. You know, if you heard about the candidiasis, overgrowth of Candida, no one actually know about that. But I remember when I was a kid, if I get sick, my grandmother would always look at my tongue and she would tell me, show your tongue. And if there's a lot of white stuff there, that's actually an overgrowth of Candida. So Candida is a yeast. It's a yeast in our system, and it likes to thrive. It thrives in the moist area of our respiratory tract, with our digestive area, also in the inner lining of our vaginal area, our urovaginal area. So that's why you also have like women with yeast problem on our vagina when you go that, and we have patients that come in, they also like to thrive there. So those are what they call the Candida. So if there's a lot of Candida in our GI tract, what that means then is that our gastrointestinal tract, the neurons, which I talked earlier about that, is not able to communicate to our brain. So it would block that communication. So that's why people that are feeling depressed because of that over Candida, and the Candida also likes to eat sweets. So the more you eat sweets, that's actually the cause of Candida. So if you haven't done the pre-assessment yet that I actually posted earlier on our Facebook group, go back there to the pre-assessment and then look at the Candida test, do that one and see if you have an overgrowth of Candida. Because if you don't have an overgrowth of Candida, you are on the right track, you're okay. If you have an overgrowth of Candida, after our 30-day cleanse, check again. And if it's still overgrowth of Candida, you're gonna have to do a Candida protocol. And I will post the Candida protocol tomorrow on that. And then if still having a problem, then we'll have to do a one-on-one with that, because Candida, over Candida in our body is really not good in our system, which actually most of the Western medicine does not really address a lot, or they don't educate us a lot, which is actually easy to handle if we know and address that. So let me read a little bit about, I don't think I have to read because I already talked about that. Let me just talk. Okay, so what is the reason why our Candida would go overgrowth? It would go in our system, the Candida becomes really bad and creates havoc on our system if it's overgrowth. And number one thing that would control the population of our Candida in our GI system is healthy bacteria. If we have a healthy bacteria in our GI, that would actually control the overgrowth of Candida in our system. So if you're taking antibiotic, it's gonna actually kill the good bacteria and also the all the bacteria in our system, right? And so if it's gonna kill that, that means it would make the Candida more populated compared to the good bacteria. Now, if you have more Candida on your GI, that would make you want to eat more sweets, because the food that the Candida wants are the sweets food, the sugary. So then the more you eat starchy food, processed food, those are the one that would multiply the Candida in your system. Another factor that would also increase your Candida is also if you're taking pills, or if you're taking food related that are estrogenic as well. Also, I actually talk about that one in the women's health. So, and I think I posted one, this was way back last year, because I was invited to teach in one of the online classes in doTERRA, and so I think I posted it in our group. If not, I will do it again, the women's health, and then I'll talk about the estrogen and that actually would make our Candida overgrowth as well. Another thing is that if there is an overgrowth of Candida in our system, is that of course it's gonna block the communication of our neurons, which would lead to a mood problem, and also you would feel lethargic, you would feel depressed. So how do we actually control that? How will make it balance? Most people will talk about diet, exercise, but it doesn't really help if you don't take probiotics. That's why probiotics is very important. And then also before the probiotic, it has to be cleaned out as well. That's why we're gonna have to be taking the GX Assist. Tomorrow I'm gonna be posting about the Candida protocol, and then Wednesday we're gonna meet on Zoom. We will be talking about what area of your life needs to be nourished, and then Thursday I will be talking, or I don't think I'm gonna be showing up, but I will be posting more about GX Assist, and then also the remedies of more about Candida, because it doesn't only show on your mood, it also shows on your skin as well. So it would also be showing like an eczema or skin problems, itchiness, anything that is related to overgrowth of Candida. So that's it. Let me recap. Okay, so gut health is very important. The reason why, because it has the number one function is of course digestion, absorption of food, elimination of toxins. Number two, it is also the GI tract also produce 70% of our immune system, which means that if it's not healthy, then it would affect our immune system. And number three, our mood, because of our neurons, over 100 million neurons is produced in our GI. And then this won't happen if our GI is embedded with Candida. And Candida is a yeast, it's a yeast formation that actually is found in our GI tract. It's found in the respiratory tract. It's also found in our vaginal urogenital tract. And the factor that would make the Candida overgrowth is less good bacteria, and the good bacteria can be killed by antibiotics or by taking pills or by the estrogen, or also corticosteroids, and also stress can also affect the growth of the overgrowth of Candida as well. So how do we actually solve this or help the Candida to be not overgrowth? Is number one, of course, stress relief. So there are essential oils that can stress relief, because when you are under stress, cortisol level is up, also would make your sugar up. And then number two, probiotics. Diet is very healthy diet that we should eat, not the diet that is processed food. So that's it for right now. So before we're gonna end up, I'm gonna have to announce who's the winner. So you're gonna get the winner for this week, for the last week comment, would get the Citrus Bliss. This is a hand lotion that is actually infused with the natural essential oils of citrus bliss. It smells really good, and you can just put this one on the pocket. So let's see who's gonna win. Okay, and so I also include the names of those people that were attending the Zoom last week. If you miss out the Zoom, message me so that I can send you the recording, and then I can include your name here. All right. So the weekly winner for last week would be oh my gosh. Don't know if you can see the name, but the weekly winner is Ryan. Yay! Okay, Ryan. So I think I have your mailing address, because you also mail a lot of stuff in the Beautiful Essentials. So I'm gonna mail you this. If it's a change of address, let me know and message me. Okay, congratulations. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put your name back here, and this is what happened. Weekly, we also have a grand winner at the end of this 30-day cleanse. I will announce it on the last end of the Facebook Live. So what I would do, I would put all the names here on this box. This one is from the last week. I'll put it here, and then I would mix it again at the end of our 30-day cleanse, and you will get the grand prize. So it was Jean Spalding won the peppermint oil last week, but she messaged me that she's gonna pass it on. So I would have to make another drawing for that on the grand prize time, so that I could give that away to someone that may benefit from it. So stay tuned for that. All right, so okay, so have a good Monday, everyone. So just so you know, our topic for this week is about gut health, Candida. If you have any questions, comment below. If you're gonna be watching replay, put replay and also your takeaway, and I'm gonna include your name for the weekly to be entered for the weekly winner for next week. All right, have a good day.